This is a market review for February 10th, 2025. Today was a no news Monday, meaning there was no orange folder or red folder news. Today, we opened up with a pretty decent discount here, which possibly could be the sell side move we need in order to continue bullish for the week. Usually I like to see a bearish move Monday or Tuesday if the rest of the week's going to play bullish overall. But it's possible that this discount opening, since it was so large, that it suffices in that regard. So other things, we did lay a candle over the new week opening gap. That's good. But there's only been buy side delivery. Today was a huge expansion. I would like to see some sort of retrace, whether that happens overnight, as you can see it's kind of starting here, or for New York tomorrow. You know, I'm okay with anything. If you look at London, so 2 o'clock here, started consolidating and then ripped up. So I personally was playing bearish today due to this, because usually when London plays bullish, New York reverses and plays bearish. That combined with this huge expansion up after the market opened on Sunday, I was looking for price to come back to this gap. Did I think we would come all the way below this low? No. I thought this would be the low of the week, and we'd play bullish from there. So that part is correct. However, I thought we would come re-deliver to this new week opening gap here, which obviously did not happen. Market opened and just ripped up. It didn't take out a high, but I guess it hit a certain time where it decided to start retracing. So now in the 15-minute, we can see this better. 2 o'clock here, consolidation, and then we just like a slight increase here, and then New York just continues it. Lunch, so market opens, rally. Lunch, since buy side was profitable, AM session. Lunch usually plays on what was profitable, so that would be sell side, which it takes by entering this 15-minute by taking this internal liquidity there. Respect off of this new day opening gap. This one actually, sorry. New day opening gap low, played bullish, algorithm kicked back in, took buy side, and then we started working the sell side. I'll get down to my entry on a lower time frame. We can see very little interest in returning to the opening range gap. Huge, well, retrace here. Started the move. This move started during the macro, 950. And then we just kept pushing and pushing and pushing up until around 10:45. Then we leveled off. London closed, which started the retrace. Took out buy side here, which was most recently profitable. And then we took out sell side down here with this low. Now, after that, we reclimbed up, went horizontal. Algorithm kicks back in at 130, spike up, taking out this high, going horizontal. This is a 1 minute inverse, comes back up to it, and then displaces lower at 3. Boom, we're here, and then we come back up to end the day. There's a whole lot of wiki price action, as you can see. That is a characteristic of a No News Monday. I'm planning on having this be a pretty short video because there's not much to speak on. So The opening range was very special. There was SMTs flying left and right, on highs, on lows. As you can see here, we had a high time frame one here, and then two smaller time frame ones here. Um, and again, I was bearish, so I saw this big one here where NQ was rallying up, and ES kind of like, well, not kind of, did tip over and start exploring lower prices. So I said, boom, my bias is bearish, ES is displacing lower. I just need to wait for NQ to make its move. It does it here. This SMT, it makes expansion here. Could have entered here, but with it being a no news Monday, I wanted extra confirmation. So once this reacted, came all the way down here and closed, I entered right as price entered back into this fair value gap, which in my mind was validated with this hit it and then expansion there. So it validated. Price came up, respected constant encroachment, upper quadrant, expanded lower, SMT of south side. And then since price was bullish for the day, it rallied. Rallied again. I mean, it's a 10-10. The macro, well, opening range was actually the cleanest price action of the day. As far as inefficiencies go, because after the macro, you just see all these wicks. I mean, here's a fair value gap. Here it used, but bullish candle, bearish candle laid over it. Bullish candle, bearish candle laid over it. It's very, very connected, I'll say. Not much to do. Made this high at 48. Started falling off here. London closed at 11. Lunch starts here. Take out buy sides with this high. Take out sell side with this low and this low. Constant encroachment of this 15-minute new day opening gap low. Rally. Take out this high. Algorithm kicks back in. Take out this high. There's an SMT of these highs here. And unlike AM session, it's only of the highs here. No SMT of the lows. In my mind, there's a balance. There's a fine line between being completely disconnected and being slightly disconnected, which tips its hand that is going to go a certain direction. And this morning, it was completely disconnected. All right, today was merely a trade because I'd always been told not to enter on No News Mondays, right? You hear a lot of things, but in my mind, there's something that I had to learn myself and discover myself that I do not want to be in these conditions other than just seeing it in post, you know what I mean? If I can see the inaccuracy in the way price is moving, if I can see the lack of inefficiencies that it's leaving, that would help me more to internalize and understand why you don't want to trade in these scenarios. So that No News Monday, along with a disconnected ES and NQ, should not have warranted a trade. And I thought this morning. I said, I shouldn't trade today. But then I said, okay, No News Monday. I see something. I see an SMT. I see decent displacement in a respect of a fair value gap. This is the best entry that there is. So I want to see how this differs from something that I would take on a regular day. Because that setup that I took earlier, this one, is something I would 100% take a different day. 100%. And it probably would have played out. But back to here. Algorithm kicks back in. We take out buy side. Big expansion, but then fill it right back in. Make a high. Now this one, I'm not entirely sure if you see this big buy side wick here. I'm unsure if that qualifies as a validating of this gap. Because we enter, my assumption is we closed, opened this candle, spiked up, henceforth rejecting just buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and then expanding lower, and then coming up to close consequent encroachment. Whether it's actually rejection or not, I think that depends. We'll see. Maybe it's something that I'll have to look further in the future. However, it does get respected here, and it closes perfectly here, displaces, immediately covers it, closures here, candle opens, closes inside, and then we finally make some sort of move down to here before coming up and ending the day there. Now that I have experienced a No News Monday myself, being in a trade and just seeing the price action, I will most definitely not be taking any trade on a future No News Monday. As far as the rest of the week goes, it's time for a retrace. If we look at this range already, that's 500 handles just in Monday alone. Well, given this move technically started Sunday, but this is a huge move. I think we need to see some sort of retrace. Equilibrium's here. We're relatively balanced through here. I don't know where I'd like to see price come down to, if I'm going to be honest. There's always this hourly here. There's always this new week opening gap, but in my opinion, that might be a little too low. Now this 4-hour looks perfect to me. We closed outside of this, so this 4-hour buy side imbalance could be used as an inverse along with this. If we stay in the upper half of this 4-hour sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, respecting this would make sense. So with that in mind, I am expecting price tonight to come down here, enter that 4-hour right here, and then reverse in London session. And then for tomorrow morning, New York, given Powell is speaking at 10, so there is no way I'm going to be trading before that. And I have class after, so tomorrow might be another day where I'm not able to trade. But I'm expecting London to reverse in that 4-hour, both the inverse and buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And then for New York to continue that bullish, because I do think we're going to play overall bullish for the rest of this week. And this has been your market recap for February 10th, 2025.